Well, this is first on WTOC Plus. October is spooky season and a seasonal staple. It's making its way back to a downtown Savannah theater this month. Bay Street Theater is doing the time warp again to celebrate 50 years of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. They're bringing the cult classic to life with Rocky Horror Show Live, which opens this Saturday. Now, I spoke with Trey Norris, who's the director of this year's show, about what makes this story so timeless. Here's an extended look at our conversation. Trey, thanks for sitting down with us today to talk about Rocky Horror Live. Just first off, for folks who don't know about this show, tell me a little bit about what it's going to offer.
So if you've never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, this is the live version of that. Some people think that we're doing they call it the Shadowcast version, but this is live band, live singing. It is a great time. No shade on the Shadowcast version whatsoever. But if you've never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show before, highly recommend it. It is probably one of my favorite musicals of all time. If you know anything about the film, you'll know that it brought about kind of like the sexual revolution, the idea of don't dream it, be it, just be your unabashed self. And have fun while doing it with no apologies. So you'll see in the film, as well as the live production, that these characters just do what they want and they're not thinking about the consequences.
And a lot of people know about the movie. I imagine not as many people know about the theater aspect, the live version of it. What makes, sitting in a theater and having live performers a different experience than maybe watching this movie at home on a couch?
Well, you can't beat the magic of live theater, hands down. There's just nothing to compare to it. Sitting in a space, communing with people who are looking to have a good time, and celebrate what Rocky Horror is. This is actually a really special year for us because it is the 50th anniversary of the film. So we're trying to make this year extra special, but just being a part of something, and Rocky Horror specifically, you get to be a part of the production. Whether that's with the Shadowcast or the live version, you have callbacks that you can shout. You're in on the game, so it's very fun to be a part of it and know that you're a part of it, and that you could pretty much wear whatever you want to the show and dress up.
And this isn't the first time the show's been put on by Bay Street Theater. This is almost kind of like a staple here in Savannah.
Absolutely, it is a staple of Savannah. Every single year, I run the social media for Bay Street, and for Club One, we always get messages around, say like July, August, we're like, "Are you guys doing Rocky this year?" And sure enough, we are doing Rocky. Bay Street Theater has produced it for a number of years, so it's definitely a production that feels like home for us. It's Christmas for the Bay Street Theater, essentially.
And you're directing it this year, but have you ever been on the other side? Have you acted? What's your experience personally with this show?
This is actually the first production I ever set stage on to do, and I had to be convinced to do it, and I just kind of fell in love with it after that. With Rocky Horror, yes, I already had a love for the film, but for stage in general. I have directed before. I directed year before last. Typically, we have a different director every year with a different theme as to what Rocky is going to look like this year. So it's fun to put my own little spin on it every year. Last year, I did the last time I directed. It was my first time directing, very intimidating. And Susan Sarandon actually showed up to that production, which was wild. I still can't get over that. And I was like, okay, I guess that's my crowning glory, and I could be done with directing now. But I just happened to be in a space where I could do it. So this year, our theme is going to be, it's kind of like laser tag, but for adults. A lot of neon colors, a lot of lasers, a lot of glow-in-the-dark objects. The costuming is going to be fun. We're trying to stay true to the film, costume-wise, as much as we can, but you will still see the same characters in the film, obviously, and the same things that you love about those characters are still going to be in this theme, and forever will be in the theme of whatever incarnation of Rocky we do.
And Trey, you mentioned this earlier, but this comes on the movie's 50th anniversary. Why do you think a story like this is able to kind of stand the test of time and resonate with people for decades at this point?
I think that going back to the "Don't dream it, be it" is just it's a staple of that show, and it really gives, you know, I guess you could say, like, the outcasts or the weirdos or the people that feel that way a space to go to, and especially with Shadowcast Productions and with live productions. Everybody from every walk of life knows if you have like a kink, or if, you know, you're something that maybe not that everybody is really into, that this is the space to come and do that. It's time to let your freak flag fly. And it's a production, film-wise and stage-wise, has just, I think it stood the test of time because it resonates with so many people that they can be what they want to be, who they want to be in this space with this group of people in this moment in time. And it feels like a warm hug.
And I know y'all are in Tech Week right now for folks who want to come out and see the show.
Yes, which accounts for all the the craziness behind me.
For folks who want to come out and see this performance this year, when will it be on stage here?
So we open up on the 17th. We're going to be running for 9 shows, 2 weekends. And we also have a show on Halloween, which is sold out. That Thursday, we do have 2 shows. One's going to be at 7 p.m. The other's going to be at midnight. The midnight showing is always the craziest. Highly recommend it. It is my favorite because and there is nothing quite like, if I could say, being at the midnight show, especially for folks who have neither seen the movie or been to the production, and they don't know what they're getting into. So I usually keep an eye on those folks because I'm always in the back of the house if I'm, you know, directing or if I'm doing something else tech-wise in the show. And watching those people the entire time just to see what their reaction is going to be, because especially when people start doing callbacks, they just look around like, are we supposed to be doing this? That's rude. But yeah, you'll have 9 opportunities to see the show. Those shows start at 7:30. Our matinees on Saturdays, those start at 3 o'clock. So there'll be plenty of time to see the show, but I'm really suggesting that people go ahead and get their tickets now because it is always, we always sell out every show, and we always get those messages like, oh, can we be put on a waiting list? Or, you know, do you have any tickets available? And sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, and I just don't like to tell people no. So get those tickets while you can, for sure. And you can get those at RockyHorrorShowLive.com.